He had it all: a name, a future, and a father who would have moved mountains for him. But for some, everything feels like a cage. What happens when the life you chased becomes a nightmare you can't escape? When the freedom you traded your family for ends in a pig pen, starving and forgotten? Most stories tell you that once you break a heart that badly, there's no going back. That you've burnt the bridge and the ashes are all that's left. But this isn't a story about a bridge. It's about a road. One son who walked away, and one father who never stopped watching the horizon. Stay with us until the final scene. Because whether you're the one who left, or the one who stayed and grew bitter, the ending of this story will change the way you see love forever. This is The Prodigal. Let's begin. 11 years ago, on a rooftop in Judea, a father taught his youngest son to count the stars. When you feel lost, look up, he whispered. These stars led your grandfather. They will always lead you home. The boy fell asleep at star 43, tucked safely against his father's chest. But the boy grew, and the stars weren't enough. While his older brother became one with the soil, steady, silent, and dutiful, the younger brother had his mother's restless eyes. He didn't want the land, he wanted the horizon. The breaking point came on an ordinary Tuesday. Father, give me my share of the inheritance, now. The silence that followed was a wound. In that culture, asking for an inheritance early wasn't just a request, it was a death wish. It was saying, I wish you were dead so I could have your money. The father didn't argue. He didn't yell. With trembling hands, he counted out a lifetime of labor, silver and gold earned through droughts and harvests. He watched his heart walk into the fog, and he didn't stop watching until the road was empty. The city was a fever dream, purple robes, exotic spices, and friends, like Marcus, who swore eternal loyalty as long as the wine was free. The son threw his father's letters into the fire unopened. He was a king until the bag went light. Then the famine hit. The music stopped. The friends vanished. Marcus, wearing new rings bought with the son's money, looked him in the eye and asked, "Do I know you?" Desperation is a cold teacher. The boy who once wore crimson now stood in a muddy pen, hired to feed pigs, the ultimate disgrace for his people. He was so hungry that the husks the pigs ignored looked like a feast. He caught his reflection in a puddle, a hollow-eyed stranger caked in filth. He remembered the servants back home. They ate better than this. He realized he had no right to be a son anymore, but maybe, just maybe, he could be a slave. I will go to my father, he whispered to the stars. If you're enjoying this Bible story so far, don't forget to like this video. It really helps more people discover these inspiring stories. Tell us in the comments what lesson you're learning from this story, or which Bible story you'd love to see animated next. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our next powerful AI animated Bible story. Thank you for watching. Now let's continue the story. The walk home was a gauntlet of shame. His sandals had disintegrated miles ago. His skin was leathered by the sun. As he reached the final hill, he saw the estate. He rehearsed his apology. I am no longer worthy. Make me a hired hand. He expected a closed gate. He expected a lecture. He didn't expect a sprint. His father had been waiting. Every morning for months, the old man stood at that gate. When he saw that ragged, limping figure, dignity died. The father ran. An old man tucked up his robes and raced down the road like a child. The son started his rehearsed speech. Father, I have sinned. It didn't matter. The father didn't even let him finish. He threw his arms around the stench of the pig pen and wept. He didn't call for a judge. He called for a robe, a ring, a feast. My son was dead, he shouted to the servants, and he is alive. But not everyone was dancing. The elder brother stood at the edge of the light, the smell of the field still on him. He had done everything right, yet there was no party for him. "I've slaved for you for years," he spat when his father came out to find him, "and you never gave me a goat. But this son of yours wastes your life on harlots, and you kill the fattened calf." The father's voice was a whisper. "Son, everything I have is already yours, but we had to celebrate. Your brother was lost, now he's found." The closing, the message every heart needs. The story ends there. We never find out if the older brother went inside. Why? Because the story isn't about them. It's about the father. Maybe you're the younger son. You've wasted it all and think you're too dirty to go back. Maybe you're the older son. You're home, but your heart is cold and bitter. Whatever you've done, the Father is standing at the gate. He isn't waiting to condemn you. He's waiting to run to you. You don't have to get clean first, you just have to turn around, come home.